And we're joined now by Florida Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunez. We really appreciate you making the time to join us, especially with all that's going on in Florida. But can we talk to you about the concerns that some people have who are living in high-rises there in Florida? What's being done across the state to give people peace of mind?
Undoubtedly, there's going to be a lot of concerns as this is such a tragic scene that's unfolded right before our very eyes. And so from the perspective of what's being done, I want to be very clear. Governor DeSantis and I have been on scene in a supportive manner. The local government is the lead in this particular instance with search and rescue rather. And they are also overseeing the investigation that will take place. There is a federal component, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. They too are on site. They have oversight with regards to building failures. The county, the town of Surfside, they're uncovering all of the documentation, all of those reports that you referenced, all of the emails back and forth to understand the root cause. So the state is there in a supportive manner. We have provided engineers, we've provided support, and we'll continue to do so. But really and truly, the investigation is occurring on the ground as we speak in tandem with federal partners.
Now, I understand the investigation is ongoing, but for a lot of folks who live there in similar buildings or in a similar location, they would undoubtedly have questions to their buildings. Is the state looking ahead as a proactive measure and saying, you know what, it's time for us to be a little bit more transparent about when these buildings have been actually checked out and how often they're getting repairs or updates?
The state of Florida has statewide building codes. Obviously, counties like Miami-Dade County have codes that exceed even the state standard. That means they're stricter. Those took place after Hurricane Andrew in 1992. So obviously, after this particular building was built, we are open and amenable to looking at what, if any, changes need to be done at the state level. But I firmly believe that a lot of the investigation is going to point to a specific issue with a specific building. It's not going to be a widespread issue, recognizing that Florida is blessed with a vast coastline. And on that coastline are a number of buildings, some of them high rises. And so, of course, there's concern. Our administration has been focused on resiliency since day one. And we've actually passed legislation and invested hundreds of millions of dollars in trying to bolster our coastline, bolster our seawalls, make sure we have resilient coastline. So all of that in tandem, I will tell you, we're able to do what we need to do from the state perspective once we have a clearer picture as to the reasons.
All right, Lieutenant Governor Nunez, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for speaking with us tonight.